Hey guys, it's Joey. So Thursday night I saw Wonder Woman in a early screening. You know how theaters do the sort of early screenings on Thursday now. I have to say I went in there like without the butterflies. I didn't feel like the butterflies in my stomach, which I usually do for DC movies. But for some reason this time it wasn't there. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe I was tired or something, but I just wasn't hyped, which is insane because I've been excited to see this movie for months, and now here I was going to the theater and still just not with it. I don't know if it was me or I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked into the movie enough. But I get there, I sit down, we get there just as the movie's starting. We get there a little late, and the first scenes start coming up with Diana sort of just walking around her office, looking at the old photo we've seen in Batman vs. Superman of her with Chris Pine and all the other guys from the war, from their group, and I started to wonder, like, what I guess this movie is going to be about that journey, that team's journey, which I kind of assumed going in, but I honestly went into the movie knowing very little about what the premise actually would be and who the villain would be. I didn't know anything. So the scenes where they start off with Diana's little girl, I absolutely adored those scenes. Just seeing her as like sort of a little scrapper, wanting to get her hands dirty, wanting to fight, wanting to fight with the other Amazon warriors, just being like knowing she wants to be an Amazon warrior, just knowing that when she was a little girl. It's her destiny. The little girl who portrayed her was absolutely fantastic. She was sublime. She was great. She definitely deserves a lot of props. She brought that ferocity to Diana that is well. She portrayed her absolutely well. Like kid Diana, perfect. So Themyscira was the way they shot all the Themyscira scenes, absolutely beautiful. Like I was stunned. It was just, I was, my mouth was probably open looking at the scene. I don't know. They just took me. They were just so beautiful. The cinematography was excellent. So moving along through the movie, just the themes that they were presenting and a lot of the mythology they were, interweaving into the movie. Chris Pine was phenomenal. He is that character. I mean, it sort of likens to his Captain Kirk character. They sort of have the same kind of like, not cocky personality. Steve isn't really. He's not cocky. He's just very confident. I don't know how to actually describe him. There is a difference between Steve and Kirk, but you kind of have that distinction in your head because we've been seeing Chris Pine play Kirk for such a long time now. It's sort of hard to separate it. That whole cast was really excellent. Everybody seemed very into their characters. They just embody them in such a fantastic way. And I know I feel like I'm repeating myself and being a little redundant, but I just fell into that world, not expecting anything really, not really knowing anything, because this is probably the one I've done the least research in. Wonder Woman, oh my god, blew me away. I thought it was incredible. Patty Jenkins, the director, did a fantastic job. I hope we see her on more of these DC films. Hopefully Wonder Woman 2, we see her again. It'd be cool to see how other women directors portray Diana and how they choose to tell her story, but I also do want Patty Jenkins back because she knows the character well now. She knows how that story is supposed to be told, who Diana is, so it'd be good to see her continue with Diana Prince. Sort of the elements of this is probably easily the most emotional DC movie to come out yet. I definitely got choked up a little bit while watching it. I haven't gotten choked up at any of the other movies, I mean, for good reason. Suicide Squad, there wasn't really any moments where you'd feel like sort of overwhelmed with emotion. That's, I think, the determining factor for what sold Wonder Woman for me and grabbed me was just the emotion. Captured very well, told very well, that you see just like the want for Diana to save people, the want, just like the inherent want for her to protect humanity. She knows it's her duty. She takes that responsibility as her own, even though they don't deserve you, Diana, her mother says. She doesn't think she doesn't think that's what it is. She doesn't believe in that statement. She just believes in what she believes and what she wants to believe, and that's ultimately that she wants to save the human race. She thinks they are capable of terrible and beautiful things, And of course, the ruler, the one virtue, one power that rules them all, love, was the center of her decision making. She loves her sisters on Themyscira. She loves Steve. She loves her team. She just found people that didn't deserve this darkness with them. Just very undeserving, very, innocent people that are getting destroyed by the war. And we know it to be true in our world. It's very real. But there are those of us who, fight for the light, fight for love. And that is the story of Wonder Woman, at least for now. And it will always be her, driving force, fighting for love. So again, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I spoiled it a little bit, but I highly suggest you go check out Wonder Woman. I'm absolutely pleased with it. It was good to see Gal Gadot play Wonder Woman in a full-length film. I want to go see it again. I feel like maybe I was a little too tired the first time I saw it. I want to get the full experience. Maybe go see it in IMAX. At least for the Themyscira scenes alone, it was just gorgeous. The coloring, oh my god. Also as a filmmaker, I think it just nailed it. I love the cinematography in that movie. So that was my little review of Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins. Wonder Woman played by Gal Gadot. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos and reviews, please subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. And I hope you all have a fantastic week. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys stay tuned for more videos in the future. See you later.